We're good.
From Burb.
For real.
Hi, hello everybody. I'm Emma, your beautiful host Emma Rem. Welcome to the Slam Cup Finals. The not the Slam Cup Finals, the Takoyaku Together Finals, presented by the Slam Cup. How are you all doing today? I hope you're doing well. We have an exciting match. Oh. Burb, we are live. Sorry, by the way. Sorry. We have an exciting match for you today. Sort of irrespective of the it would be an exciting match irrespective of the players on account of it is the Takoyaku Together Finals. But when you take that and you sort of add the excitement of who is on the docket today for the matches, your chances of not being entertained drastic go down. That's my guarantee. And I am fixing things on the fly because we're very professional stream.
Incredibly professional stream.
Incredibly professional. There we go. There now you can see Burb's beautiful face. And
it's me, my beautiful face.
So, for today's match, due to a last minute change of plans, we will not have Pandora be our representative for the Earthly Worms. We will see whether we can get her for next week. But for this week, for day 2 of the finals, for day 1 of the finals, for match 1, day 1, we have sent for the Limbo Buckets, the Rollers, that's right. We have sent for the Limbo Buckets, we have packs for the, we have packs filling in for Pandora. For the Purgatory Rollers, we have Kit for My Beloved Angles, Go Angles, and we have Lavender, who is playing for the Worms. Thank you for that correction, Ivy. You are you're the real MVP. What are you these 4 teams, the Buckets, the Rollers, the Angles, and the Worms, came top 4 in our group stage by combined UMA. And as such are playing in the winner take all postseason tournament, postseason mini tournament. The scores have been reset, and the scores have been reset. We will be playing based on combined raw score, with every player starting at 100,000 points, with every team starting at 100,000 points. Okay. As I implied, today is day 1 of our 2-day finals series. Our day 2. Stay tuned for specifics on when day 2 will be. You can find them on our through our Discord server, or if you want some lowdown secret deets, a little burb told me that it's potentially happening this Wednesday. So keep your eyes peeled for that. What are you excited today, Burb?
I am excited. This is going to be an interesting match. It's 3 very good players and 1 also very good player. This
interesting.
You have the top player of the tournament here, Pax, who had the highest UMA at the end of all the matches, which is very impressive. So will Pax show another powerhouse performance, or will someone else take the lead here?
interesting.
Who can say?
Who can say? The first round is always important. Having someone sort of stable and reasonable and and considered in their decision making, always very important for this first stage, just because you don't want to be going and you don't want to go and throw away the game in the first you don't want to throw away the tournament in the first round. You don't want to put yourself at a disadvantage, right?
Yeah.
Something. One more sort of rules thing. We have busting turned off. That is to say, if you go below 0 points, you can still play. Except we don't actually have busting turned off because that's not a rule you can set. So instead, everyone is starting with 100,000 points. And unless we run into like a sextuple Yakuman or some such nonsense, this will be good enough, and some math behind the scenes will take care of the rest. So when you see that, don't be alarmed. Everything is normal. Everything is going according to plan.
We love our wonderful numbers behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Fish, who I think arranged all of it in the spreadsheet. Thank you, Fish.
Mm-hmm. Very Fish and Ash, and all the rest of the numbers squad, the numbers team. They do amazing work.
Certainly they do. Yeah.
All right. We'll have our match begin in just a little bit here. Are you ready? Are you ready for match one? Are you ready for match one of the Slam & Cup Finals? I know I'm not, but we're going to do it anyway. Enjoy some temporary women as we load in.
Temporary women.
I swear, it feels like. Anyway, it's fine. Okay. Let's have a look at these. Let's have a look at these hands. Pax with a kind of insane and ridiculous hand. Already has 1, 2, 3, 4 completed blocks. Just needs one more lucky draw. And look at these. Look at her junk tiles. She could very easily draw into like a pure double sequence chance, or at least a side weight. Although she could also draw into a kind of awkward and bad state if she draws the 1 of circles, which would make the 1-2 waiting on the 3 her weight. Beloved kid, go angles. They also have a pretty solid hand. Look at that. Okay, look at that. Compare few proto sequences. Definitely going to be racing with Pax. Lavender, that's Andy Dragon here. Their hand is in a less developed state. Kind of too many pairs. A lot of just sort of junk and not great blocks. But anything can happen. We just as we see Lavender draw into completing one of their blocks, and Scent. Ooh, very interesting. Going for an early open hand with that of Easts. As Pax declares Ricci, waiting on the 5 and 8 of characters. Not an amazing chance for her. Do you want to talk about that, Bird?
I think that this Ricci is still rather good. It is Pinfu, which is very valuable, but considering the other tiles that we can see, it's a very bad situation for Pax, because Sen's holding on to 3 of the 5 mon, and there's only 1 more 8 mon out there.
Yeah, it's not great. even thinking about what will happen if someone drops that. What's going to happen if someone draws that that last remaining 5 of characters?
Because that would be the red 5.
That's true. Kit declares Ricci on the double pair weight on the 4 and 9 of characters, which means that it's either up to Scent to draw. Which means that if she draws the 5 of characters, she has to drop it because that's what it means to be in. But
Same with the 8. However,
Hex deals in to Kit's Ricci.
I had to see Ipatsu.
Ricci Ipatsu, but it's only 2 Han, so certainly not a disaster by any means, but unlucky, you have to say, for to start with such a hand and then lose it. Give a look at the give us a look at these opening hands, these starting hands.
Moving our camera over to Kit, we have only 3 real blocks. This does mean that Kit needs some time for her hand to develop, but it also means that it could develop very quickly because there's so many tiles that would improve the hand. We'll just have to wait and see what it ends up becoming. Going over to Lavender, already having pawned the South Wind, so Sea Wind, and looking to be in Ishanten? I think that's Ishanten. No, wait, no. It isn't Ishanten. It's close. Or is it? Am I stupid? I may be stupid.
So, Burb, just gonna butt in here and ask you. Do you think it was a... Do you think Lavender right now is kind of regretting calling those South Winds?
I don't think so, no. Lavender does have 2 Dora sitting in the hand, so that's already 3 Han 30, which is reasonable value, at least.
I just ask because, with the pair of South Winds, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pairs. That would Lavender in, oh my goodness, okay. So,
but that's also Toy Toy.
Yeah, definitely going for Toy Toy. Continue, sorry.
So, as we can see, Lavender has a Mongon sitting on the board, likely to become a Hanemon if they do manage to get Toy Toy. Their hand is certainly looking to come together. So, they do have a solid shot of winning here, especially if anyone deals a tile that they can pawn again. Moving on to Scent, has 5 defined blocks. But with the 2-3-3-3, that is a rather flexible shape because it can take the 1, the 2, or the 4. Ooh, going to Lavender.
That was interesting. Lavender declining to enter Tenpai.
Really wants that Hanemon.
Yeah,
Will it work out? Maybe. I have a feeling that.
Oh my goodness. Okay, well.
Oh, the con. Ooh, that's not a good con for Lavender anymore.
No, definitely not.
For the 5-8 Mon.
Scent. Oh my goodness, okay.
Ooh.
That's a little bit weird. We'll see what Lavender decides to do here. Yeah. That's
folding.
Not Tenpai.
That's not even folding. That's just changing the weight. Interesting.
Okay, well, this is Tenpai now.
Yeah, it is.
Rather lucky for, I have to say. But unfortunately, Lavender, the con for the Dora backfires horribly, turning a Ricci Nomi into a Mongon for Scent. But it doesn't backfire. It doesn't backfire in Lavender's face. It backfires in Pax, so she deals in unfortunate her. What do you think? What do you think of people's chances this time around? Is Lavender going to be able to leverage this dealership and avenge that lost hand?
Looking at these starting hands, it's seems to just be a matter of what people draw, because no one's starting hand looks particularly good.
Yeah, I agree.
I think Kit could go for a half flush or a full flush, because that is quite a lot of Pinzo. And if they draw into even more, then why not, you know?
Just a quick point. Scent appears to be disconnected from the match right now. That is unfortunate, especially considering that Scent seems to have drawn tiles that they might rather want. But that's oh, and they draw a bamboo tile. Could have gone for a flush. Could have gone for a half flush. Maybe even a full flush. But not looking to be increasingly not in the cards. And they're playing right in Lavender's
scary.
hand. Yeah. They're holding onto the green ticket. Scent is back. Okay. Yeah, definitely going to be weeping for what could have been. Not weeping as such.
Morning? Is that the word you're looking for?
Morning. Yes, morning.
Morning.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
At least it's only 2 Han.
At least it's only 2 Han. Well, 1 Han even.
It's only 1 Han, actually.
Yeah, it's only 1 Han, but, you know, it's 2,000 points. Interesting. So, Scent not going to be too torn up about dealing into that, but, you know, it's a dealer repeat for Lavender. How about you go ahead and let us take a look at these hands.
Of course. Starting with Lavender's hand as the dealer, you have the 7-8, which is always a good shape to see, the 1-2-2 and the 6-8 in the Pinzu, and then a 2-2-3 in the Sozu. Drawing that 1 right there makes a 1-3 in the Monzu, which means that is 5 blocks that can be worked with. Just get rid of that East and see how it goes. Moving to Scent, we have a lonely 5-mon, which probably should be thrown sometime soon. 1-1-3 and the floating 6, which is the Dora in the Pinzo. Then 1-3-3-3-5, red 5 specifically in the Sozu. And a called triplet of white dragons. I don't think that call did much to help Scent's hand, though I do think that it was necessary in order to get their hand accelerated faster. Moving over to packs, that is 4 pairs. 7 pairs maybe? Probably not. I think that Pax is going to go for a more normal hand here, because Pax does have the 5-6-7 in the Zozo, and is holding on to the 6-pin as the Dora.
That's kind of...
And lastly...
Oh, go ahead, sorry.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. So lastly, for Kit, we have quite a few tiles in the Monzu, and I'm not sure how it's going to work out for them. I think that Kit should prioritize getting rid of some more floating tiles, like that 2-pin, and just see what the tiles do. Patience is key.
I was gonna say, it is for sure a little bit of an awkward situation for Pax. But you know, the thing about 7 pairs is having 4 pairs is that, you know, you can afford to still try and work towards a normal hand, as Pax is definitely looking for now. Ditching that pair of 1 of bamboo. Scent close-ish to ready, as Pax declares Ricci. Lavender could deal in with that 3 of characters if they decide to drop the 1 of characters as a save tile.
It could also deal in if they have the same logic.
Yeah, that's true. But I think Lavender should deal in because I think that the Angles should win. This is my opinion as a Mahjong analyst. See, it's not going to be Kit.
Ooh.
Kit declares Ricci.
Kit gets the Ricci.
On a good weight too. Deal
Oh,
and Lavender. You know,
dealing for
my
Pax.
my Lavender, my mahjong analyst skills coming in clutch. Ricci all simples Dora. That's 3 Han, and we'll get the Ricci, and we'll get Kit's Ricci stick at least. Pax still in 4th, but closing that gap. How about you take a look at these hands?
Starting with Cent this time as the dealer, we have 2557 in the Manzu. Definitely going to keep that red 5. Then for the Pinzu, 35677. Probably throw the 3 at some point, I'd say. Because that's sort of floating out there, considering that you already have a 5-6. Then just drew a 2-4 for Sozu. And then East White White. Definitely keeping those white dragons, looking to pawn them and accelerate the hand. Pax over here has 7899 Manzu, which could be good, could be nothing. We'll have to see. Then 34456 in Pinzu, definitely good to keep. That red 5 pin is double Dora. So definitely looking to draw another 5 pin to make it even more valuable. And then the 3-8 in red dragon on the end are sort of just not doing anything yet. We'll have to see. Well, that red dragon won't be doing anything unless Kit manages to con it. Because Kit already has a concealed triplet of the red dragons.
Kit showing discipline and not
showing discipline.
But
probably the smart move here. Not the exciting move. But Mahjong is not about playing excitingly. It's about
it's not
playing...
about the people, really.
Well, you could be about the people. But it's not the whole point.
Interesting. Pax, Kit enters Tenpai, but with low value hands, so we'll see whether spoil anyone's day. Pax's day looks like it might be spoiled, actually.
Yeah. Not going to be nice for Pax, but it does pass the.
Oh, okay. Pax draws into the pair of 8 of bamboos, so that's not gonna. That's gonna stay in her hand. Very, very interesting. Very, very good. Very lucky break for Pax.
Really fascinating.
Yeah.
Will anyone deal into this weight?
Oh, nobody's gonna have to because draws into the win there. Calls 1 Han, but certainly not. But certainly Kit not going to complain as she sticks to that. As she sticks in second place. As we enter the South round. How do these hands look?
These hands are looking fairly decent, I'd say. Yeah, alright. Starting with Pax, 355, good shape. Not perfect, but it's still good. Then 789, love the completed block off the draw. Then 1, 2, and a 7 for Pinzu. That's not looking very nice. Hopefully Pax can draw into something better in there. Though a lot of the middle Pinzu are already in other people's hands, looking at Kit and Lavender. And then 334 for Sozu is very good. Definitely can build off of that. Moving on to Kit, we have 1, 2, 2, 4, 6. If they keep that 2 that they're holding on to right there. Ooh, they dropped the 1. Yeah, good move, I'd say. Already having called the Souths, which are both the seat wind and the round wind. And Ishan really desperately looking for a 5-mon. Though I don't think that's coming out anytime soon. Moving on to Lavender, we have 899, then a 1, 2, then 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 9. That 9's getting cut, as it should be. It was floating way too far out to be useful, especially with the already made 5, 5, 6, 6, 7. Because you really want to complete that either
pure
for
double sequence
the two-sided weight or for Iveco. And now moving on to Scent. Let's see here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have too many blocks.
Scent is. I think Scent could be going for Junchan, all fully outside. Look, like
could be Junchan. Yeah.
It's Junchan is a.
If Scent is willing to take the efficiency loss and cut the 3, 4,
1, 2, 3, 4.
Could be Junchan.
Pax
cannot deny that.
Okay. Well, I was going to say Pax potentially going for 7 pairs with 4 pairs, but cuts the 3 of bamboo to go back down to 3 pairs. Probably
normal hand.
3 pairs, not the optimal number of pairs to be at, but you know, we'll see what happens. Scent
take the efficiency cut. Does not. Just wants to be normal, which is fair. Cannot blame them.
Scent draws into the. Yeah, we as we've been jib jabbering. Kit does does enter Tenpai by calling the 2 of characters off of Scent. But on the 5 of characters, which people are going to be reticent to drop, and Lavender here did draw the 5 of characters after Kit entered Tenpai, but chose not to ditch it. As let's see what's
that is how 2 people
7 pairs
on the 5
with 7 pairs waiting on the 5 of characters, right? This could be bad, Pax. This could be bad.
Good.
Yeah.
This is a tough spot.
Yeah, no, unfortunate. I mean, you know, the option was strong. I can see it's a risky move I suppose in this kind of situation where you're starting to get into the south round, you're a fair ways behind. You kind of have to make that kind of risky move. Let's do a little bit of lightning round check in. Kit here with a pretty decent hand has a pair of Yakuhai and a bunch of reasonable blocks. Calls the Green Dragon. We have Lavender here, also with a pair of Yakuhai, but butting heads with Scent, both with a pair of dragons, and opening early. Hope is on the assumption that pair of red dragons will turn into a triplet, but it is not meant to be. I don't think. Scent with a hand that has a reasonable. Like it's got 2 pairs. It's got some decent blocks, but not amazing. And then Pax here, as Kit calls the 3 of characters to enter Tenpai, waiting on the 3 and 6 of characters of bamboo. Scent might deal in here. Draws the 6 of bamboo. Chooses not to. And Pax draws the 3rd Southwind. Has a closed pair of Yakuhai. Interesting, but the rest of her hand is looking fine. Some awkward blocks with that 2 and 4 of circles, but and the 8 and 9 of bamboo. But it won't matter because Kit once again calls Sumo on an. Not going to be 1 Han. Not going to be 1 Han this time. 2 Han. 2 Han for the dealer. Good for 3,000 points.
Significant improvement, certainly.
Puts Kit into first place. How about you give us a look at these games?
Kit has a good-looking start at first glance, but I don't think it's going to end up coming together, because floating 1 is the Dora. That's got to get cut early, because that's not going to come. It's not going to come together. In fact, everyone has a 1 mon in their starting hand, so it's best to get rid of it now, even though it's unlikely to become a liability. And Kit does also have floating 1 in the Pinzu too. But you know what they say about floating tiles? That's just more opportunity for your hand to improve.
Mm-hmm.
Moving over to lavender, we have a 1-2, then 7-8-8, then 6-7-9-9, east, west, west, red. Don't really want that pair of west. It's sort of just sitting there, doing nothing, because it's a guest wind. Couldn't make Pinfu, but Richinomi is always an option. Being a Shanten, that is probably what's gonna end up happening for lavender. Moving on over to scent, we have 1, 3, 3, 4. Definitely looking for the Tumon, even though, again, that doesn't seem like it's going to be coming out. Then we have 2, 3, 3, 6, 7, 8. Nice to have a completed block, and 2, 3, 3 is rather flexible, especially with drawing that 4-pin right there. And lastly, for Scent's hand has a 4, 4, red 5. Definitely going to keep that red 5 for some value. And lastly, we have Pax, who is in an interesting spot with no head, because they have the 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, and 2 triplet of the 5-pin and the 2-so, and then the 7, 8. That's going to be a little awkward to work with.
Interesting. Scent enters. Scent declares Riichi, dropping that red 5, but on a good weight with 1 Dora tile. Pax at the most risk here has that floating 2. Interesting.
Yeah.
It's going to be
very
for
work
Pax to
here.
avoid dealing in, especially given that Pax is in kind of a desperate situation here. Definitely needs to push in order to make something happen. But will Pax be willing to push at the potential cost of her own life? And well, there it is.
There it is.
Unfortunate.
How big is this hand?
That's how the tiles fall.
Riichi, Pinfu, Dora. No Ura.
Rihan, not terrible. Certainly does not take them. But it's certainly not unrecoverable for Pax.
Pax needs to win
out.
A big hand, or have Lavender or someone else deal into a huge hand in order to have a chance at avoiding 4th here. But then again, this isn't about 4th avoidance. It's about not losing points.
It's about setting up. The place doesn't matter here. You know, it doesn't matter to 4th avoidance. It's dead. Let's just quickly go over these hands. Lavender with a sort of a prepackaged toy hand. No Dora, but we'll see. But if someone calls Khan,
of course, the ideal outcome is getting first. But 4th avoidance is dead because it just matters to get as many points as possible.
Right. Scent, it has an awkward hand. Lots of terminal tiles. Not a whole lot. It does have some Dora, but not great chances of developing. Pax has called for the south wind. Could call for the west wind. Nobody has one yet, but after that, what could her plans be? Her hand does not look amazing. Has a couple of would enter Tenpai, but for a close wait. Yeah, there she goes. Enters ready. Then Kit here. Their hand looks, not bad. Certainly some value, some good shapes, but waiting on. But oh, could Pax in a
Pax call that con.
Inspiration calls Con. Let's go. The open con for the people. Does not do anything. Does not do anything for her, but oh well. Lavender has the possibility of entering no Yaku Tenpai, turns it down.
Uses not to. Smart decision.
Smart decision, but
Lavender's going for Toy Toy. Very clearly.
Lavender definitely going for Toy Toy. And
gets the Tenpai for it.
Ready.
Beautiful to see.
Waiting on the 9 of circles and the 5 of characters. The 5 of characters is not an amazing tile, but the 9 of circles definitely could see Scent dropping that 9 of circles, given that this is Scent. Interesting.
Oh.
Could Scent suspect something? Does Scent smell trouble, so to speak?
I don't think Scent's in trouble when they have Tenpai here.
Scent ends up in trouble. That triplet of that closed triplet of Dora, going to wasted as Lavender. Ooh, look at that! Already a pair of Yakuhai Dora from Lavender. And Kit.
So
that's not going anywhere. Butting heads, locked horns, like talons tangled in each other, like a pair of eagles plummeting to the earth. Go over these hands before I sort of go too purple prose on stream.
All right. We have 4 Lavender, 1, 2, 8, 9 for Mon. That's rough. Then pair of 4 pin, and 3, 4, 8, 8, 9 for Sozu, which is rather good. And then the locked up red dragons. That's just unfortunate. Maybe they'll come out. Not hopeful. Going over and looking at Scent's hand, we have 2, 3, 4, 6 with that draw here for the Monzu, which probably keep the 6, look to extend it. Then 1, 3 Pinzu, then 1, 1, 1, 2, 4 for Sozu, and pair of Salves. Definitely looking to pawn those up. Get 2 Han for free. Going over to Pack, we have 1, 4, 5, 9 in Pinzu, Monzu, which really need to drop that 1 and 9. Pax has a lot of floating terminals that need to be discarded. So we'll see that Pax's discards are going to end up looking a lot like Nagashi Mangan. However, no Nagashi Mangan chance since Scent has called the South Wind from Pat. And lastly, moving over to Kit, we have 1, 1, 2, 7, 8, 9, which is better than Lavender's situation. Though it has improved for Lavender here. Then we have 2, 2, 3 and 2, 4 in Pinzu and Sozu. And then the locked up pair of red dragons.
See, it's an O.
Overall,
Lavender draws the 3 of characters. Unfortunate.
Shark emoji.
What can you do?
What can you do?
It's an awkward situation because, as Center enters Tenpai on a Tonki weight that is a single tile weight on the 3 of characters, could improve. Looking for... could become an all triplets.
Lavender could get sniped here.
Oh, Lavender could absolutely deal in. Interesting.
Boom.
I don't think so, though. Yeah, Scent, by calling that triplet, substantially, it's a substantially worse weight, accidentally, unbeknownst to Scent.
Incidentally.
Yeah. Because
you know how it is.
These tiles are, well, that 2 of characters, very strong potential to get dropped, especially given that It has dropped that one of characters. Would be waiting on that calling a three of character on would be waiting on drawing a three of characters to avoid dealing in.
Come.
Ooh.
And gets the lucky Khan Dora. Is it a good move necessarily? Well, but
Good some chance.
it does work out. There's that. Oh, unfortunate for Kit. This I think will result in a change of lead.
ドラに
Because there we go. We're
種マン
We're out of Mahjong for Ants Land, and Sent gets a Hanemon, putting Kit down into third, and Lavender up into second. Let's look at these hands.
Yeah, let's look at these hands. Starting off with Sent, we have 1, 2, 2, 2, 5, 5 for Monzu. Probably just drop that 1 incidentally if it's still floating after getting rid of these honors here. Then 4, 6, 8 pin, not the best shape, but you take what you can get. It's 3 discards in, it's fine. Then 6, 7, and South and Green. Probably get rid of both of those eventually. Does Sent pawn this red 5? I don't think so.
I think I see the reasoning. Going for a fast all simples hand. Sent does not want to win a big hand. Sent just wants to win a hand, right? Because being in South 4, we do not, being in South 4 in the lead, Sent does not want anyone to get the chance to have a big hand. Sent just wants the game to be over in this sort of good situation. Pax here. Let's see, just because this is such a delicate situation, let's move quickly around the table. Pax with a decent-ish hand. Some good blocks, some bad blocks. Could develop quickly. As Sent enters Tenpai on the 7 of circles. Let's see who's holding on to one of those. Nobody
could deal in
those. Yeah,
Pax won't deal in.
Ditch those. Not Pax.
Lavender won't deal in. Maybe Kit.
Kit enters Tenpai.
Ooh. Yeah,
locking up two of those characters. This is interesting.
Sent is not winning this.
Sent holding here does not want to deal in. Sent, I think, maybe, exiting Tenpai, potentially hard folding. Although on what grounds, that 8 of bamboo is guaranteed safe because it was dropped by Lavender before. Oh, and this is a bad situation.
That's not guaranteed safe.
Tiles look safe. None of these tiles look safe. Drops the 2 of characters, probably
hard folding.
That we've seen a decent number of low character tiles. But yeah, Sent hard folding, not interested in winning, just does not want to lose. Pax,
Pax can enter
dangerous.
Tenpai. Will they Riichi?
Okay, Pax
does Riichi same weight as Kit. It's not coming out though.
Double run potential.
Double run potential.
But Sent,
but also
Sent. I think Sent is just kind of too experienced as a player of Mahjong to ditch this dangerous tile, to ditch this 8 of characters, and definitely to ditch the red 5, this 8 of circles and this red 5 of circles. They're of these hands, I would say that Kit's hand is best, just because their hand has higher value. But Pax, it's not about placement. It's about raw score. So we'll see who can.
Yeah. Can Pax
for this game to end
wonderfully get the winning tile?
There's another.
Hopefully. Oh, that's another 8.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for Kit and
1-5.
Neither of those had drawn that 8, and that would be they would have won. But Sent
Set this card here.
Sent is in such a pickle. Sent is in such a bind. The double deal-in. Oh my goodness.
That might take him out of the lead.
That might kick them out of the lead. Holy cow.
Take them out of the lead. Oh. Oh.
The double deal-in.
Richie, Dora. Oh, well.
Pax's hand, it's pretty small, and this is Richie no Mi. Okay, fair enough. Not enough luck on the Uradora to materially change the standings, but like every little bit helps. It's not about the placements. It's about the raw score. Look at these final scores just briefly. Sent comes in first. Lavender comes in second. Kit comes in third, and Pax comes in fourth. Which also happens to mirror the standings right now. So, well, we'll have our stats people plug those scores into the sheets, but it will look identical to this screen. So get a good look. What a match, eh, Burb?
That was quite the match, I will say.
Mm-hmm.
I was really hoping that Pax would do better. But there is still one more Hanchan for this table.
Yeah, Ash, it's not happening right now. Your Ash is going to be in Ash is going to be in sort of our second Hanchan today, but not Ash.
The second table.
You're doing good. You're doing good, Ash. We appreciate you. We love you. It's we're Ash is delivering the stats. Delivering the stats to my house, my home where I live. Okay, as these stats roll in, I need to move my big furry head, because I think I'm standing in front of the negative sign. Oops. There we go. Okay.
Oh, auto-formatted. Beautiful.
Yay! Okay. As we can see here, Sent with a pretty big win, with that Haneman coming in clutch. Pax unfortunate luck, just kind of got given a lot of deal-in tiles. Kit, up and down luck, and the same for Lavender. Certainly no damage big enough to doom anyone's chances going forward, but Haneman are not all that. They're uncommon beasts. You will take Haneman where you can. You will try to avoid dealing into Haneman as you can. Thank you so very much, Ash. You did it. Congratulations. We will let you know when we will let you know, obviously, when our match starts back up, because we will be streaming it and talking about it, right? But in fact, we will be streaming it and talking about it in 50 seconds. Burb, what are you excited about?
In 50 seconds. I'm really hoping for a Pax comeback here. That very well could happen. It would be wonderful. It's just a question of whether Pax will get a hand graciously given by the gods that is worth at least 12,000 points. And then they have to score more.
Oh boy. Okay. Starting in 10 seconds. Let's flip over to the Mahjong zone.
The Mahjong zone.
Look at this background. Look at this family safe background. This family safe background of anime women.
Love a family safe background. Pax is the first dealer once more with a good looking hand. Praise be. Is the Twitch stream? Yes, the Twitch stream is in the game. Don't want to be spoiling things by being a bit ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Pax starting off with the pair of East is definitely going to be useful. Then 3-3-8 probably cut the 8 as soon as a better tile is drawn. Then 5-7-10, hoping for a better tile there. And then already 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the Sozu. Beautiful start here. Oh, that's not good though. Sent his Ricci already, but Pax can chase Ricci immediately. Now, anyone could deal in. You are not immune to dealing.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of not immune to dealing,
Lavender in
Will
danger.
Lavender smartly, very smartly, discards the red dragon instead.
Well, you know, the red dragon is a bit scary. You don't want to give someone Yakuhai. Especially
It is a little scary.
double
With
Yakuhai
such
for the
early
dealer.
Ricci, it's impossible.
Oh, sent unlucky.
Beautiful. Yes, yes, yes.
Unfortunate, but you know, fortunate for Pax. Gets that dealer Yakuhai and an Uradora for a dealer Bongon. Nicely canceling out that debt from the last game. Well, you know, I'm eating my words saying that that honeymoons are rare.
Pax got this.
Pax has this, but not as much as Kit. Kit, I believe in Kit. Kit has this, like to a.
Kit could also come back. Just needs to get a few points, frankly. Not nearly as many as Pax needs to recover from. Hopefully Pax can maintain this lead. Please, 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 please.
Oh wow. Okay. I just want to butt in and say, Lavender holding on to a guaranteed double sequence. Very fun.
Very fun. Yeah. I did not notice that. Thank you for pointing that out. That's certain to be a wonderful attraction here.
And drawing in to complete this sideway block in the
Circles?
In the circles, yeah. But awkward stuff happening down here in the characters. We will see how that turns out. Could turn out very nicely if they happen to draw the 4 or 6 these tiles and lock up the people's hands.
Too.
Speaking of 4s and 6s,
Calls the Ricci. I would not call the Ricci here. Because what if, and hear me out, you wait a minute and you go 7 pairs?
It is the shortcut to Hanemon.
The shortcut to Hanemon, as we all know.
Pax definitely going for 7 pairs. Bad.
Sen
Bad.
the clearest half flush ever I've seen.
The most obvious half flush in the entire world.
Pax, you gotta cut the 2. Thank you. Thank you, Pax, for not dealing in. We love you, Pax, for not dealing in.
That's one of my favorite qualities about Pax.
Pax,
Pax is doing fine. Pax is having a good time.
リーチが
Pax may be having a good time, but I'm not.
Pax is having a good time, and I support all of Pax's decisions. And you should too.
Speaking of decisions, everyone else is in Tenpai now.
This is
This is
Mahjong is such a weird
Oof.
game.
Mahjong is such a weird game.
Oh, Sense. Oh, no, Sense. Sense chooses not to deal in. Okay. But Pax is probably not going to avoid it, unless, yeah,
deal in
unfortunate.
because they can't take the furry 10-10 pie because they drew the 4 earlier.
ペーカードラ
Oh.
You know, not the worst hand to deal
Well?
with, dude. It will sting. Puts Pax a little
Pax can
bit,
come back.
you know,
Pax can come back.
a little
I believe
bit
in Pax.
underwater, but it'll be fine.
Pax, we love you. You can do it.
Looking at Lavender's hand, wow, okay, good start. You've got a pair of the Dora for one, and then just like a lot of very strong blocks. Now has 3 pairs, which is not great, but certainly lots of potential to grow. Kit's hand is looking fine. It's actually looking very nice as well.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Closed shape. Has a completed block, some value, cruising for Pinfu. Scent also has a pretty solid hand, couple of completed blocks, cruising for Pinfu again. And then Pax's hand, definitely the least good of the ones at the table right now.
Yeah.
Pax
used to not deal in.
Let's shout out to Lavender with the N and N. The triplet of Dora, North Winds.
Closed Dora Gut wins is wild.
That's
Hopefully they get the chance to call it Ricci.
Mm-hmm.
Because otherwise they would have no Yaku.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very, very true, very true. Okay. I think if I were Lavender, okay, fair enough. That's fair. That's more than reasonable. This puts Lavender in what's known as perfect 101, where any of the tiles that improve their hand leave them in ready with a side weight. And would you look at that? Well, actually, no. I don't think this is one of those.
No, don't look at that.
Well, you know.
That's not what you want to look at.
It's not what you want to look at, but it's still very good odds for Lavender here.
I did not know exactly what perfect one way meant, but thank you for informing me. This is
There you go.
much better than what I thought it meant, which was that you were 10-5, you were waiting, you were Ishan 10 for like a bunch of tiles.
No, yeah.
But,
Perfect
yeah,
one
that
away
does make sense.
means this specific kind of hand situation where you have this sort of side weight block, you have a pair, and you have, this combined side weight pair sort of situation. Lavender with very funny draws
Lavender
draws and discards a triplet of the 3 of bamboo.
リーチ
What can you do?
Oh no.
Pax, please don't deal in immediately. Pax,
Pax.
begging you.
Pax.
Oh no.
No.
Pax. Well, what can you do? Seriously, what can you do? I mean, it's just it's a good move to ditch that 9 of
No.
circles, but it's just
That's a Mongon.
yeah.
Don't Well,
リーチ
it may not be.
一発
It's a
ピン
Mongon.
フ
Goodness.
ドラ
Well,
マンガン
what can you do? What can you do, folks? Mahjong is a weird game. Pax, at the very least, not in last. But not, as we've said, the placement does not get you anything, but it's a morale thing at least.
placement only gets you channel points.
Talk about these hands, bro.
Of course. looking at kits to start off with, we have a floating Torimon, followed by a 678, then a 667 Tenzu, then 11244 for the Sozu. Very interesting shape. Don't think that it's that good, but it's alright. We can see how it goes. And then floating honor that keeps being cycled out. We'll see what happens there. Moving on to Scent, we have 1-2mon. Not the best block, but we'll take it. It's early. Then we have 3-5-5-7-8 for the Tenzu. Very interesting. That 3 may need to be cut eventually to make the 5s the pair. Though that may not be what Scent's going for. Then called the Seat Wind, the South Winds, and then has 6-7-7-8 in Sozu, with the 8-so being the Dora. Interesting tile. Unfortunately, Scent having 2 of the 3 7-sos available puts Pax's hand into a precarious position with that 8-9 shape just sitting there. But that extra 8-so draw is very wonderful. Letting Pax make it into a pair instead of having it be very dependent on the 1 tile left in the wall. For the rest of Pax's hand, we have 3-3-4-4-6-7-8, a now floating 8-pin, probably going to get discarded as soon as possible, then 4-5-5-8-8 in Sozu. Looking rather good. I like Pax's hand here. Looks like Tanyo, could also be even better, we'll see. Though Pax is being wary here and making sure not to deal into Scent's hand. Because called Yakuhai, it's not the most reason to be worried, but be cautious.
I mean, you know, in this scenario, it's an accurate reason. Oh my!
It's an accurate reason. And Scent Sumos.
Scent Sumo. Unfortunate.
Scent. I'm just going to crawl into a little hole. You understand.
Mm-hmm. Well, take hands.
We got new hands. This is like when there's an accident at the factory and then you get your hands replaced. You got new hands. Probably not the best example in hindsight, but we're just strange hosts. This is the Slam & Cup. We're allowed to be a little strange. So starting with Scent's hand, we have 1-2-6 for the Monzu. Not looking very good, but that 7-on draw is very, very auspicious, let's say, for the hand. Then for Pinzu, it's 1-2-7-8. Again, that 1-2 isn't looking very good. Then for Sozu, we have 1-1-2-4-6, which could be alright. Maybe not the best. And then holding on to the East Wind. Probably won't be holding on to it for much longer, but notable to say that they're holding on to that East Wind. Moving on to Pax, who is already in... Is that real? That's not real Tenpai. That's fake Tenpai. Now it's real Tenpai after calling the triplet of red dragons. Waiting on the force though. Unfortunately... Actually, fortunately, I think that may come out from Kit.
Oh, no need. No need. Pax draws into the tile. Shoots and shoots. Simply draw the tile you need. It's that easy. Chuhan had a big hand.
Not allowed to have a dealer turn.
But, you know, Pax will definitely take Pax will take whatever she can get. Okay, let's go. Actually, you know what? Let's take our time. Let's take our time a little bit. What do these hands look like?
Looking at Pax's hand now, we have 2 7 7 8 for Monzu, then 4 6 8 8 9 Pinzu, then 1 2 5 6 Sozu. That is 5 blocks, though they're not particularly good blocks. Hopefully some more tiles will come in and improve them, and hopefully we can see a great hand to form. That red 5 with some value, keep an eye out for that. Moving over to Lavender, we have 4 6 7 8 9. Looking for very dependent on a 5 mon there, unless they're willing to cut to Monzo. And then 1 2 3 pin, and then 4 5 white green green for Sozu and honors.
Well, I'm gonna cut
Definitely
there, Burb, because Sent enters Tenpai on for a kind of crazy.
Ooh.
Once again, that's all skills Pinfu with Dora, and because it's Ricci, potential for Sumo, potential for Sumo, potential for Ipatsu, Uradora, just Sent with the crazy hand, with the big crazy insane hands. And Lavender also entering Tenpai, and deals in. How does that feel, Sent? It's not a pin for the value pair there, the green dragons, but simply get Uradora, I guess. What? Okay. Well, Lavender
This outcome is fair.
with a very good game so far. Wow. Okay. Since since it seems like anything can happen this game, I'm gonna whip through these hands real quick. 4 pairs for Lavender could potentially call that pair of red dragons to form a triplet. Kit with a pretty solid looking hand, yeah. Looking at it again, yeah, it's got potential. Sent with just, the triplet of green dragons. Oh, it disconnects. They're about triplet of green dragons. Lots of triplet of green dragons, pair of easts, and then a bunch of stuff happening down in this coast. This is almost certainly going to be a half flush hand, potentially closed half flush.
The question is if it's willing to push for that.
Kit declares Ricci.
With that Ricci, I think that makes Sent off from going for the...
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't?
No, I don't think so. Yeah, I mean, there just isn't enough happening yet to... There aren't enough tiles yet to, play defensively. And this is such juicy value that I don't think Sent is gonna back off.
Yeah.
Max, I think, is the one who's most in trouble, just because this hand is still pretty far from ready. Still has just random junk honors in there and terminals. Yeah, not a great situation. Oh, but Sent chooses not to deal in. Okay. Knows that 4 of circles that they dropped earlier makes the 7 safer by Suji. But if Sent wants to enter Tenpai, Sent will. Oh, Sent is going to deal in, almost certainly.
Oh,
oof.
yes. Beautiful. Good hand from Kit.
Oh, and the Uradora, the pair of Uradora.
Oh.
That's great value Mongon. Wow, okay. Sent, after such a lucky start to the game, in the hole, deep in the hole, that's going to hurt. That's going to more than wipe out their gains from the first game if things remain as they stand.
Double reach.
That's
my
double
God.
reaching for Lavender here. We cannot get a chance to rest.
This is wild, folks. This game is wild. Kit could.
Size of a white dragon is also very
Yeah,
very
the white
good
dragon
weight
weight
in
is
terms of
is
people
very
will
very
definitely throw the white dragon.
very
Looking
tricky.
at it here,
I mean, I think Kit here is just like they're folding. They don't want to deal into that.
Kit does seem to be folding, which is
Yeah.
the correct response to a double Ricci.
But I don't know. Like, what else can Kit even do? Like,
Kit can't do much of
deals
anything
in here. Kit deals in here. Yeah.
except deal in.
Double Ricci deal in into
Daburi,
Dora.
ダブリハクドラドラ
Ricci, white dragon, Dora, red five.
That's a Mongon.
マン
That's a
マン
Mongon for Lavender,
I think
extending
Lavender's taking
already
control of
that
this game.
absurd lead.
Absolutely dominating this
that's
second
like-
honcho.
That's, I mean, you know, in terms of a 50,000 point start, in terms of a 25,000 point start, this puts Lavender very close to that Cool Cat zone, doubling their.
Very close to that Cool Cat, yes. Only 4,000 away from Cool Cat.
Sent with
Imagining a world where we
Fortunate
could forever be 4,000 away from Cool Cat.
Sent with that unfortunate start, so many orphans,
So many opens. Yes, yes.
Oh, interesting. So Kit could go for a half flush.
Ooh.
Has a reasonable looking hand. And then oh my goodness. Well, I mean, viewers, let me just switch over very quickly to Lavender's view, because look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pairs.
Oh, that's 7
What's
pairs.
happening,
of
Lavender? What is happening?
That 7 pairs of content.
What are you doing, Lavender? Why is this happening?
I think this is just Lavender's game.
This is Lavender's game. Oh my.
We're all living in it.
This is Lavender's world, and we're all pawns in Lavender's world. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, you know, it's happened to me many times that I've been, you know, I've been in 7 pairs, 1 away, and it just, you know, sat there the whole game, like the whole entire game, and not entered Tenpai. So could happen. Could happen to Lavender. Someone else could conceivably enter Tenpai first, and Sent, interestingly enough, could turns down
リーチです
call the triplet of
Takes
Seat
a
win.
Ricci. Is it a good Ricci? No. But
It's a
it's a Ricci.
desperation Ricci. Potentially trying to scare people out of pushing in this South 4.
Trying to make positive this round.
For sure. And you know, I'm just gonna switch to Pax's view real quick. What is the best case here for Pax? I mean, you know, it's not a side weight. It can't be Pinfu. There isn't any other value in Pax's hand. And I guess Pax is just hoping for like Uradora.
Yeah, the best case is probably Sumo to Ura.
Yeah.
Or otherwise, Sent dealing in to Ura. Hopefully getting to Uradora. Hopefully. Crossing fingers.
Sent, seems...
Lavender rewarded for not... Doesn't change the weight?
Huh. Well,
Fascinating.
Lavender in 7 pairs Tenpai. Because of course. Does not declare because, frankly, they don't need to.
They don't need to, yeah.
Kit, they're, what is Kit going for? I guess Kit is just waiting for the red dragon to drop.
Waiting for the red dragon.
Something will happen. That said, I don't know where the red dragons are.
In the wall.
In the wall, potentially in the
In the wall.
Fortunate. But
？C
Sent calls for Tenpai.
yeah,
But
not
no
no
Yaku.
Yaku Tenpai, but you know, it is
No
Tenpai is
Yaku
Tenpai. It'll give them a little bit of extra value. There's that red dragon.
There's that red
Better
dragon.
than Kit would have
Falls
liked,
that
but
pawn is now in real Tenpai.
oh, Sent could deal in.
Sent
Does deal in.
does deal in. to lavender.
And there's that cool cat.
That does.
Oh no, just barely not enough.
It does. It does give lavender the cool cat.
Oh, it gives lavender the cool cat with the Ricci stick. That's right. Oh my goodness. What a performance. What a from lavender. Plus up 40 Uma. Sent down 33 Uma. What happened there, Bird? What was that?
I don't fucking know what happened. Why are you asking me?
I can't believe my eyes. Just absurd. Absurd.
Lavender
Holy
should
cow.
change their name to 10 million fireflies, because you cannot believe your eyes.
I cannot believe my eyes. Oh my god.
That's my joke.
God.
And then that is quite the game.
I
didn't steal the joke from chat. I didn't steal the joke from chat. I wasn't looking at chat.
well, we're gonna wait for the.
I was looking at chat. I promise.
Well, I don't think Lavender did that good. But there seems to be some kind of problem with the sheet. It will be fine. Some sheet problems. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be okay.
It will be okay.
But I half believed for a second. That Lavender had actually scored that much. I believed it for a second. Oh my goodness. Well, certainly one of the Hanjans of all time, folks.
Join us in I don't know quite how long. When we'll
stick
be
around,
seeing
folks.
Level 2.
You're gonna be seeing if anything, if this Hanchan is anything to go by, you're gonna see some stuff. You're going to see things that you have never seen before. Oh my god, thank you, Ash.
Thank you, Ash.
After a somewhat nondescript Hanchan 1 absolutely jumps up and down on everybody and steals all of their points. And they belong to Lavender now. They belong to the worms.
All the points belong to worms.
Everything belongs to worms. Oh my god, yes. And we will be having an interview with Lavender of all people.
We should do a Lavender
of all
interview.
people. And oh my goodness. Well, I'm going to shit. Wait, 1 second. How do I move Lavender into places? How about we just like okay.
So we're now.
We're not gonna hop off just yet, folks, because we are waiting anxiously at the interview desk for a chance to speak to Lavender of Lavender fame. Lavender, the inventor of lavenders, the flower, that is to say. I still have trouble believing that I saw what I saw. It's a lot.
Hello, Lavender.
It's Lavender. Holy cow.
We do not have a PNG tuber for you.
Yeah, we don't have a PNG tuber for you, but sort of imagine Lavender being here on the other side of the interview desk. Lavender. So just to my first question, I guess, is, hey, what What was that? What happened?
The number went up. I don't know what to say, but yeah, I feel like it was like Mahjong for ants for a while in like the first Mahjong, and then the second one it like stopped being Mahjong for ants, and I think that's when I did the best because I'm not an ant. And yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I was like really worried going into this because like almost everyone was higher ranked than me, like in the table. But yeah.
I will say, that was a wonderful performance, Hanjan, too. Neither of us were seeing that.
There wasn't enough time to talk about people's hands because of just how very much things were happening. This is the first time I think I've seen. I mean, well, I don't know whether we've seen a double Ricci in the history of this tournament before, but this has got to be like the third or fourth time I've ever seen double Ricci actually work out for anyone.
Yeah.
What a crazy weight! What a crazy weight! Like on the White Dragons of all things.
Yeah.
Truly, the luck is on the worm side here.
God loves a worm.
It was wild. Like I was thinking about that hand. I was like, oh, maybe I should do like a pure straight. Maybe I should like, I don't know. I was like, this is a really good hand. I'm definitely keeping this close, probably. And then just double reach it. And then,
well.
You see double reach, your brain turns off. You just hit the button.
Just get double Ricci to Uradora. Why don't more people do this?
The 2 Uradora too is just crazy.
Just get to Uradora.
Crazy.
I mean, you know, to be fair, like it's very easy to throw away luck in Mahjong, so like definitely very well played, even still, even if luck is on your side. Do you have any words for the adoring fans out there, the people who supported you and helped you get this far?
Thank you. I really appreciate all the support, and I appreciate, like, this is genuine. Like, I appreciate being able to like play in this tournament and like have the chance to, like enjoy Mahjong. Yeah. Thank you. And
that Mahjong stuff, it's good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any encouraging words for the rest of the worms? For Ash? Ash, who is going to be playing like right now, immediately.
Yeah, be gaming, like you got this, Ash. Like I believe in you. Like you played like really well throughout all the regular season, like even when luck wasn't on your side, like even when things got tough. So yeah, like I know you can like do it, and also hopefully I've taken some of the pressure off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And yeah.
Well, personally, I'm gonna be rooting for the Angles, but there's always a soft, damp, loamy spot in my heart for the Worms. My doctors say that I have to get it checked out, but you know, like What do they know?
Yeah.
Well, do you have any final remarks, Lav? Anything else you want to say to the people?
I don't know. I really liked getting 7 pairs at the end. That was fun.
Yeah.
The cheeky 7 pairs.
I'm surprised you didn't change your weight there.
Yeah, it was looking like all triplets for a while, but yeah. So yeah. Good luck everyone on the next match, especially Ash, because I'm biased towards my teammates. Yeah. Thank you for having me.
Of course.
Okay. All right. Talk to you soon. What? I mean, I guess I will talk to you soon because we're both in the server. But like, I guess. Listen, it's fine. Thank you so much for talking to us, Lavender. Once again, an amazing performance, and worms go up. Worms go up.
Yeah.
Worms go up.
All right.
Worms go up.
And thank you also so much to the audience today for tuning in, for witnessing the for witnessing whatever that was.
The utter inanity. The day is not
and remember, the day isn't done. Yeah, don't go anywhere. We will be.
The day goes on
for match 2 of the Takoyaku Together finals. Stick around, stay tuned, and don't go anywhere. Do all 3 of these things. We will be back.
Before we go off, shall we get
right back with a new?
Shall we say the team standings currently?
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
it is on screen, but some people just listen to the stream. We currently have the Earthly Worms in first place with 127,500 points. In second place, we have the Limbo Buckets with 95,200 points. Third place, the Heaven Angles with 91,000 points even. And in last currently is the Purgatory Rollers at 86,300 points. Will the Angles be able to rise up? Will the Buckets be able to take the top spot? Will the Purgatory Rollers get to the top of the hill, or will they roll back down? And lastly, will the Earthly Worms be able to ascend, or will they return to the dirt? Tune in like 5 minutes for the next table.
Talk to you. See you soon, guys.
See you soon.